quite bad, yeah. Not so good. And then recall timings, like we saw that you stayed for a plate once Moldor was back on track, back on time. It's kind of bad because you're losing minions, so you should always prioritize minions. Yeah, this is a bad call for sure. Why is it a bad call? I mean, if they're fighting and you're close to them, you should prioritize the fight, usually. The only thing is you had the minions, and minions are always more important before the fight. Like before you go to the fight, you should push the wave, right? There are cases where you just move right away like you did, but not in that case. Only if it's incredibly close. Like if they were like right there fighting, then just fuck the wave, just go. But they were a little bit like they were like 2 screens away. What's going on, guys? Besides here, and in this video we're going to break down how to actually play AD carry properly in low elo from early game to late game. This is a muted live coaching session. The player shares their screen with me through Discord, and while they play I stay muted so they can focus without distractions. But I'm actively talking the entire time, analyzing every single click, trade and decision for the recording. That way, when they rewatch the session, they get all the feedback clearly without the pressure of being coached live. Most coaches, they talk over you while you play, but that can be overwhelming and counterproductive. This method gives you a stress-free way to learn and improve. So make sure to stick around. This is packed with value from start to finish. Be sure to watch until the end. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you are the first time right here, this is an AD carry specialized coach. My name is Andrew, and I'm going to show you exactly how to play properly AD carry. Enjoy. Yeah, anything that you would like to learn. Ideally, you play your absolute best champ, and it should be like an easy one, so we can focus on decisions, as you said, going mid, when to rotate, stuff like that. But if you're looking to learn a specific champion and that you're very bad at, and you want to play that, we can also do that, and we can have a more mechanical champion identity session. Here you have, looks like you have a Pike. That's great, because you kind of need some setup when you play Kai'Sa. Not necessarily, because in this meta there are multiple builds that you can go on Kai'Sa, and there is also like some AP variations that allow you to just play for the W. There is the Static Shift Guinsoo's Nashortooth. There is the Kraken Slayer Guinsoo's Nashortooth. There is the Kraken Slayer Guinsoo's Terminus. That's the AD version. And there is a Yuntal build too. So she's very flexible. She used to be a champion that you play only with engaged support, but at the moment she's very well unpickable, especially in like Master, Grandmaster, Challenger. In your range, we'll see how you pilot her mechanically, because she has some like small things in her kit. You play against Molder Bard, so do you usually plan things out, or do you just go with the flow?
Well, like I kind of just look at my support and like figure like, well, are they probably just gonna be aggressive as you know I'll be. I figure we kind of just have to win before Smolder gets stacked.
Like they have Bard, which it's kind of hard for
Bardy,
Bard to,
maybe?
yeah, it's like it's super hard for Bard to and Shyvana to gank a Pike Kai'Sa, because they don't have CC like Bard Q is very unreliable. So they need to play for Drakes. You need to play for Kindred stacks, and they need to play for Drakes. But the most important goal is to win the lane. And how you do that is you try to get level 2 advantage, usually, to hit the minions, you know. And if you get level 2, then you can just go in. If they get the push control, they might look to poke you a little bit. So ideally, we don't give up the push control. So that's the overall plan. We will see how much you can execute right here. Okay, so I will let you play, I will mute, and then we talk after, yes?
Sounds good.
Okay, good luck, have fun. Let's see. Let's see what we're gonna do right here. So what's the plan here? It's kind of simple. It's kind of simple, because the Bard is a kind of weak champ, right? Weak champ, especially in the early game. So you need to be looking to win the lane, yeah, as you said. As you beautiful said. Hey dog, how are you, man? Welcome. Doing some coaching with the best Kai'Sa player in the world. No, in silver. No, he's the best Kai'Sa player in his room. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I want to see the Kai. I want to see some good Kai'Sa. So, what do we expect here? I mean, yeah, we expect you to win. Kai'Sa Pike, come on. This is a super strong lane. Smolder is not useless early game. Like if he gets 25 stacks, he can trade back and stuff like that. But the fact that he has Bard and he has such a strong support, it's wow. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact. You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com. Okay, interesting that you actually didn't use the Q. That's good that you put your passive. The skin is very, very nice. You use the Q on the minion, and then now Pyke is going in, and you try to follow right here. Yeah, so the level 1 Q instantly, plus positioning is also pretty bad. You need to stay around Pyke when he walks up. Like when he walks up, you need to preemptively walk up with him. You need to stay always near him. You can flash on him easily because they don't have heal, right? They have Bard Ignite, I think. And that's support, so he doesn't have barrier, right? Kindred is behind. You go for a word, but this word is kind of useless because you have jungling in into the enemy jungle, so it doesn't really matter. Like the word doesn't really do much, if you know what I mean. Okay, we will need to crush this wave. So the wave is also in a bad position. So 240. You should push because the Pyke it's almost impossible for him to push. You see where you actually keep your wave right here? You had to crush before this wave gets here. Because now if they keep the wave there, it's actually quite bad. You had to reset the wave, which means you had to get a clean crash. So the waves are in the middle. Because if you keep the waves here, as you can see, Pyke really doesn't like the game. What do I mean by that? When you have a Pyke, or when you have an engage, you want to allow him to be in a position. You want to keep the wave in a position where if Pyke all-ins, the enemy don't really have a chance to react. Now, if Pyke is going to all-in, they are pretty close to their own tower. Right? And now, they also have a big wave, as you can see. So it's pretty hard for you to trade. Also, your positioning should be like here, around the Pyke in case he goes for a hook. It's not like you want to fight in a lot of minions, but you just want to be around so you can trade QW, auto, short trade, back off instantly. So many things that he can do better. One thing that I like is he is using a click, which is really good, or attack move. That's good. Just clicking and attacking by pressing right click is very bad. Very bad. So you have the A click enabled. So far, what is the worst thing that will happen in this lane? Because there are a lot of things that were like small things. The worst thing is, let's see. Okay. Decent E. Missed a few clicks, but it can happen to anyone. Okay, solo bolo. Okay. Not really using your W very much right here. But you get a kill. Double kill. Awesome. Let's see what you're gonna do with the advantage. You should push this wave and reset. The plate has full HP and enemy AD is already on his way back. So you need to use your E and push this wave hard. I wouldn't use the W, but I would definitely push the wave as fast as possible, you know. And here just recall, don't go for plate. Yeah, you can't go for plate here because Smolder is back in time. So it's not like you can't get this plate because you have a massive wave and the plate was also like relatively low. The only problem is what happens after you get the plate. Because now the chances of you getting stopped of the recall is very high, right? Smolder can just walk up and W. And second of all, if Smolder pushes this wave pretty fast, he also gets a plate. You got lucky that Smolder doesn't actually do that, but this is not a good decision, right? So taking the plate, I mean, if you knew where Smolder is and you had the time, sure, you can do that. But Smolder was already second towers, which means if you take the plate, he's already back in the lane. And if the chances of you dying or getting stopped of the recall is high, it's ideally better to not take the plate. Unless taking the plate is going to give you a good power spike. Like if you have Kraken Slayer right now, or Static Shiv or whatever you want to build, because you overextended there, that would be a good decision. Like I would greed if I have that item in base, but you greed it for nothing basically, right? Oh my god, this guy again, but I don't have the big bottle. Pita, shut up, man. Small bottle, small bottle, my friend. Okay, so you're slow pushing. Is this good? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is nothing to happening on the river. No one is doing Drake. You don't need recall, so slow push is always default. Fast push is only when you need to be anywhere on the map. So you crush it on the next one. Looks like something happens on the river. You need to fast push this wave. Pretty slow right here with the decisions. I can see that, you know. Okay, so I guess the worst thing that he did so far, we've got recall timings and plays, and we've got where do we need to keep the wave with based on our support. Because if you have a melee support, you want to keep the wave in the middle, which you kind of didn't do this game. You only pushed it into the enemy tower, which is quite bad, yeah. Not so good. And then recall timings, like we saw that you stayed for a plate once Moldor was back on track, back on time. It's kind of bad because you're losing minions, so you should always prioritize minions. Yeah, this is a bad call for sure. Why is it a bad call? I mean, if they're fighting and you're close to them, you should prioritize the fight, usually. The only thing is you had the minions, and minions are always more important before the fight. Like before we go to the fight, you should push the wave, right? There are cases where you just move right away like you did, but not in that case. Only if it's incredibly close. Like if they were like right there fighting, then just fuck the wave, just go. But they were a little bit like, they were like 2 screens away. So those are the things that so far stand out. Obviously there you can do like a faster combo with the Kaisa 800 combo. Nice, Pita. You climbed to Diamond 2 after the coaching. Wait, but what rank were you? Were you Emerald? I would have liked you to actually use Aaron here just to use Q, right? Because you don't have this pattern to just Q instantly. Okay, right here you should also ping your support because he's not staying with you. 840 ping your support. Also, like, why do we need to stay here to push this way before recalling if you have the item in base? Demoted in the session. I had the Faker Leona game before I came to work. To Emerald 1, I see. Looks like a great game you have right here.
This is just like Jesus, man.
Would you say that this is how your average performance is?
This isn't even me. This is like Pike. Pike's just landing Qs. He's aggressive as hell.
I see, I see.
Kindred isn't like anything, you know. I don't know. Like, this isn't like I'm just accepting the kills. Like, I'm not outplaying anyone.
I see, I see. Doing great so far.
Yeah, Pike is like, you know, he's not like just turbo pushing the wave. Like, he's even like, you know, pinging me off it to let it come.
Interesting. So basically, from your perspective, it's a good game. But from a coaching perspective, I can definitely see your silver. Like around that rank, you know. There are many patterns that you have. Yeah, that's good ping. Keeping the wave there is good. You poke with the W. I mean, usually W is nice to actually have it for the all-in. I would hold it, but it's not bad to poke sometimes in the lane like this, especially if the chance of you getting the all-in down is low. So I don't mind what you did right there. That's okay. Okay, so they did Drake. Okay, let's see. Keeping the wave here is not bad because it allows Pike to go for a hook. Open with W. Okay. You win this quite easily. Yeah, I didn't really need your ultimate right there, but it's okay. I mean, knowing limits. Is it good that you're actually going for the tower? Yes, because in this time you have information about Smolder the timer and you have information about Shyvana. Right? So here's Smolder respond, which means you should take this plate really fast and then run. Even this specific plate is greedy because they should be back in the lane. So yeah, we don't really know how to... Oh. Nice. You can sell the boots actually. It's much better to get the... undo. And then get pickaxe. Get the pickaxe and then get you can sell the biscuits by pressing the right click on them. Yeah, and then you can go to... Yeah, I guess you can do that. Yeah, it's fine. Because you're very soon to get Carl. And now you should be going bot lane. This is a mistake actually. Because if you go mid, let's press tab right here. So you see this guy, Hui, he's 4-2, you're level 8, he's 2 levels up on you. So if you go mid, you're gonna die. So what you should do is try to get the bot tower before you group mid. And the reason behind that is that you're gonna get a lot of gold by pushing this tower and getting it. So then when you group mid, you're actually even stronger.
Gotcha.
So you should avoid grouping before the tower is gone, unless your mid laner is really strong and he wants side lane.
Like, look at this. Like, he's just like,
yeah,
shitting on the smolder.
Just giving you the kids on the table, yeah. You can kill him with the ult and then auto.
Yeah, I didn't know where Smolder was. I didn't want to get like just Smolder ulted.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, Smolder was really far away, but it's okay. This is a bit of a game sense. It's a bit harder to understand where Smolder is, plus mechanical execution. Plus here you should have just recalled. No reason for it to stay right there. Should just flash away. Okay. Oh, so close. Ah, so close. You're very close getting away with that.
Almost. Barriers off cooldown too, or almost off cooldown.
Ideally, when you play this build, you will have isolate. No, it's good what you bought. You will have isolated Q at level 8 if you buy Carl early. This way you'll see a lot of pro players.
Gotcha.
So in the first 5 minutes, if you buy that, yeah, of course not now, but in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but like that just gives the 780.
780, you're gonna get that, and then I think you get it level 7 or level 8, I'm not sure, but if you play Kai'Sa, you can still go bot. Yeah, you need to get that tower bot before you group mid. That's ideally. So yeah, in general, 4, 5, 6 minutes of the game, always try to get Carl if possible on Kai'Sa. If you play Jinx, then you can go for the items actually, unless you buy Call at minute 4 or 5. But on Kai'Sa, I would always buy Carl on this build. And I think the one, yeah, he was very far away. Yeah, he was very far away. True. There is the build with the Yuntal on Kai'Sa. I think that build you actually get Q evolved a lot faster. Well, without Cal. Not a lot faster, but without Cal. But I might be wrong here. Yeah, just trying to pressure this guy. Not bad. But Kai'Sa has no scaling with crit. Yeah, but there is a build with Yuntal. It's not bad. It's actually okay. Oh, you don't know how to do the upgrade with cancel. In my opinion, yeah. I haven't tried both builds, so I can't say. But I see people that are building it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, here you shouldn't really follow for the fight, right? 1600 follow for the fight. Because it was... you had the tower in front of you and you had the wave, so it's more important to get the wave. You only ignore the wave if you know 100% you're gonna get a kill there, you know? But yeah, okay, so you need to recall here if you have the item. Okay, you're helping, but they can do it by themselves. It's Kindred. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this too. And now you can go to mid lane. Because you're pretty strong. Did you know that you can actually animation cancel your upgrade? Like you don't need to wait if you press like a button.
I had no idea.
Okay, no problem. I'll show you on the.
I've tried using it when I was like when I'm like dead and spectating and it pops up and it's like, damn, now I get to just sit in fountain and do
Yeah,
this.
I see. And now you should ping Aurelia to go bot because if that she doesn't go bot, then you need to go bot. Oh, is she? Nice. Yeah, ideally you ping her when Smolder is there because now Smolder just crushed the wave. Yeah, he can cancel E with E animation cancel, but I will show him with the recall because he's silver, so it's better to show him the easy way. If he was higher rank, I would give him a different technique, but for this rank, for his gameplay, it's better to do a bit easier. Okay, so this is another fight that you try to join. You should get wave mid. So now you should be playing with your jungle, pretty much. You should hover at the place of Pike or jungle. But now Kindred is invading, so you can play with that. And now you can push. There is not much threat right now for you, just Bard ulti, so you can be a bit more confident. Nice try, wow. So the Hui just did the flash exhaust. It's very interesting. Crazy. That's a good try for you. So you're going for this Terminus build. Is there a reason or...
Like it just pops up in the recommended
Okay.
and
Let's go for
yeah.
Nashor then. Let's go for Nashor. That's a better build. Let's see if you can. Yeah, that one is much better. So the Terminus build is good if you play against full frontline tank like Mundo top into jungle Sejuani and you need to like pop them. If you can play like in this case, they don't really have big tanks. And even
Yeah.
if they have only one, like okay, Shyvana is a bit tanky, this build is super good because you can also play for the W because you have a bit more AP.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
this is
the W upgrades, like it's like
yeah,
pretty satisfying, like just landing your W and then just getting it back like 3 seconds later.
yeah, you get like Zonias after the Nashor Tooth and you're good to go. Your build, that build is fine if you play against again a lot of tanks. Don't forget to spam Q when you're in a fight and you're about to get in a fight. If you get it isolated, you should always open with Q auto attack or auto attack Q.
Okay.
You always get like 3-4 auto attacks and you Q after, which is not ideal because your Q isolated damage does a lot of damage.
Gotcha.
So right before you get into the fight, if it's only one target, you can already spam Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q like that. Yeah,
I
and
earned that.
yeah,
I earned that kill.
yeah, of course, it's yours. Nice, you've got the item. Okay, nice. So you've got the W as well. It's gonna start to be fun from this point. That looks good. Not bad. Baron is a good call. It's only two people here, and you play Kaisa with Kindred, so you guys have a lot of damage for it. Kindred with Kraken Slayer, he does a lot of damage on it, and Kaisa, Cassiopeia, Yasuo, champs like this, they do a shit lot of damage on this. Now you can get mid-wave, because you don't have so much gold. Ideally, you don't take this plant, you take mid-wave, and then you reset immediately. Like you just recall right here. Because if you push one more, you're gonna waste time. Like Aurelia and Pyke, they already went base. Kenan is pushing top. So if you push that wave mid lane, you're just gonna waste time. You wanna be, yeah, you just wanna be as fast as possible on the map because you got Baron, you recall. So now you can just play for the Ws. You also have ult, so should be good. Okay, awesome. This guy is very weak, so if you use your E and barrier, you always kill him, even without barrier. Yeah, you have a lot of damage. I see we don't really know the limits of the champion, so we will need to work on that. Nice, and that is a lot better than I expected, you know?
Yeah, there's been a lot of that's just support gap. Like what the hell? Like that's insane.
Yeah, he didn't play bad. He didn't play bad at all. So you're saying this is like well above the average of your usual games, right?
I mean it's like 50-50. Either it's a game like that or it's just like the complete opposite. Like where my ults are just like I'm just ulting in and like I don't kill anyone and then I'm just stuck there like hello.
Let's see. Let's
Or
see.
where we just like lose lane no matter what. Like it's just like doomed. Like I like out of lane by like 2 minutes.
What's the damage here? Let's see that. 17,000. Yeah, not the best. Spike did kind of the same with you.
Yeah.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.